Dear teachers and classmates, we are Group 404, and today we're honored to present our project, Different but Just Like Us. This is a bilingual picture book designed for elementary students in grades 5 to 6 to foster empathy, inclusion, and practical support for classmates with disabilities, focusing on hearing impaired children, and our collaborator will be students in grades 5 to 6 in Luqiao Primary School in China. About the introduction of our project. In many schools, children with special needs often face misunderstanding, exclusion, or even bullying due to a lack of awareness. Our project addresses the lack of inclusion and empathy towards children with special needs. It helps young students learn how to communicate, support, and make friends with classmates with disabilities through engaging picture books and activities. Addressing this issue is crucial for fostering inclusivity and empathy from a young age. Early education reduces prejudice and builds lifelong empathy. Educating children about their peers with disabilities can reduce misunderstandings and bullying. Promoting respect and acceptance helps create a more supportive and welcoming school environment for all students. About establishing credibility. Our material was developed not only to raise young students' awareness and understanding of special needs groups, but also to help improve the school environment for children with disabilities, where bullying is still a growing concern in China. Young students often lack understanding of peers with special needs. Our project meets the practical need by offering engaging stories, empathy-building exercises, and classroom activities that make learning both meaningful and enjoyable. We work closely with English teachers in local primary schools who will use our book in class. Students are the main participants, while teachers facilitate storytelling, discussions, and activities that promote inclusion. The book and activities reflect local school life and social behaviors familiar to Chinese students. We also consider local expressions and norms in how children communicate and learn, ensuring that the materials are relatable and accessible. While our content draws from international inclusive education practices, we localize it for Chinese classrooms. For example, the entire storyline and especially the phrase game are tailored to reflect Chinese school culture. The project aims to foster an inclusive classroom environment, reduce bullying, and encourage kindness among students. By educating the next generation, we promote long-term awareness and inclusion in the broader community. This project provides a practical model of how bilingual educational tools can integrate language learning with social-emotional development. It can inspire similar initiatives to other schools and regions. We approach the topic of disability with care, ensuring respectful and age-appropriate representation. We consulted with stakeholders and used feedback from teachers to ensure the book fosters respect rather than pity or stereotypes. And about our material of our project. Our book follows Lynn, a hearing impaired girl, joining a new class. Through initial communication challenge and a hearing aid incident, her classmates learn about inclusion. The narrative culminates in mutual understanding and friendship, demonstrating how empathy bridges differences. This bilingual picture book carries profound educational and social significance through its heartwarming narrative. Primarily, it serves as an effective inclusion educational tool that raises awareness about hearing impairment in an age-appropriate manner, provides concrete communication strategies like lip reading, and demonstrates how to modify activities for equal participation. Beyond disability awareness, the story cultivates essential social-emotional skills, teaching children to approach differences with curiosity rather than prejudice, respond to mistakes with apology and forgiveness, and build bridges through mutual learning like sign language. The bilingual format doubles its impact by simultaneously supporting language acquisition while delivering these valuable life lessons. Ultimately, the book empowers both teachers and students to create classroom communities where diversity is not just accommodated, but valued as a source of collective strength. And our picture book stands out with bilingual design, English and Mandarin for language learning, which align with grade 5 PEP textbooks, educational corners, and multiple classroom activities to improve children's awareness and engagement. Next part will be introduced by our group member Yichi.
So let's look at the literature analysis. In drafting our material, we relied on insights from literature to guide us. And there are the three key theories in our project. The first one is bilingual language. According to the research, children responded positively to bilingual books, and it becomes powerful when supported by appropriate instruction. So, inspired by these findings, we designed our bilingual picture book along with teacher-led classroom activities and reflection tasks. The second theory is reducing prejudice. This research finds reading interventions can expose individuals to different perspectives and experiences. So, we designed our story around Lin, a hearing-impaired child. And the second finding is to combine engaging media with guided reflection. So, we adopted a story-driven, visually rich picture book format, complemented by structured post-reading activities and classroom discussions. The third theory is about educational psychology. The research emphasized cognitive empathy as a bridge between self-esteem and positive attitudes towards peers with disabilities. So, we designed a story based on Lin's experience, inviting readers to understand her feelings and experiences. Okay, and then positive discourse analysis. The PDA examples offers us practical strategies for making the picture book more reliable and interactive. So, we analyzed 4 successful projects. They are Just Ask, Be Different, Be Brave, Be You, Superhero Me, Inclusive Arts Program, Disability Week, and Grade 5 English textbook. So the first project is a bilingual friendly picture book from USA. Here is its PDA analyzing things from. Inspired by this project, we focused on character-driven storytelling that presents disabilities through a positive and empowering tone, and encouraging curiosity rather than pity. The second project is an inclusive arts educational program from Singapore. From this project, we learned to emphasize colorful child-centered visuals and authentic emotional expression to help children connect with characters on a personal level. The third project is a student-led initiative designed in China. It told us the importance of interactive experiences. Therefore, we designed to supplement the picture book with in-class activities like sign language practice. The final project is a government-approved English textbook used in Chinese primary schools. According to it, we made the vocabulary and grammar of our picture book align with what students are currently learning in class. Okay, now let my group member Shuwen to introduce the material development.
Okay, now it's my part, material development. In week 5 to 6, we did topic selection. We identified focus because bullying toward children with disabilities is still a serious issue in schools. We chose to focus on this group to promote understanding, and in conclusion, we also identified teachers at Luqiao Primary School as key collaborators to help deliver the book and lead classroom discussions. In week 7, we did literature review. We read research on diversity education and educational psychology. In week 8, we did positive discourse analysis. We find three materials to help us develop our own project. This is our dialogue with our professor. And in week 9, we focused on drafting our story. We narrowed our focus from children with special needs in general to hearing impaired children as the central theme of this first book. We determined a bilingual approach after discussion with our collaborators. Luqiao Primary School teachers. We also ensured cultural and age relevance grade 5 China. We designed the protagonist and drafted the storyline. This is the protagonist of our picture book, Ling. And in week 10, we focused on visual draft and language refinement. We completed draft drawing and edited narration and dialogue for age-appropriate English. This is our draft of this picture book. Okay, now it's week 11. We focused on expanding our content. We enriched plot, improved story logic with support from our collaborators at Luqiao Primary School and our professors. We also added knowledge sections and classroom activities. This is an example of our exercise designed for the class. And in week 12, we focused on finalizing our picture book. We completed the coloring, unifying the visual style, and arranged the layout design. We also added English quizzes. Finally, we checked bilingual accuracy. About the implementation, the picture book will be tested in grade 5 reading classes at Luqiao Primary School. It will be used to support both English learning and values education. Students will read this book in class and do follow-up activities like discussion and vocabulary and sign language. Feedback from teachers and students will help us refine our book. If successful, we will continue the series to cover other special needs like autism, with each book focusing on one group to promote empathy and in conclusion. For the part of reflection, actually, we received a lot of constructive and good feedback from our professor and collaborators at Luqiao Primary School. The feedback mainly focused on 4 aspects. First, language appropriateness. We carefully revised the dialogues and the narration to make the language age appropriate. Pinyin was not added as simplified English was sufficient. Second, narrative clarity. Narration is placed at the top of each page, while dialogue is shown in speech bubbles. Third, story logic and richness. We restructured the storyline, added emotional twists and rich details to make it more engaging and logical. Fourth, educational value. We included an English classroom exercise and some activities at the end of the book for classroom use. And this is the references we used to develop our own project. You can have a look. Okay, now that's all for our project. Thank you very much.